One of the big reveals in the press conference was something related to PlayStation VR. And here from Farpoint is Seth Luisi, who you may remember from his long work on the SOCOM franchise at PlayStation. Farpoint is working on this new VR game. And I got to say, that was something out of left field. I think a lot of people want to understand a little bit more about what the experience is. And I understand it is playable upstairs here?
Yes, it is. We're super excited to show it off. So,
right.
You know, we've been working on Farpoint for some time now.
Yeah.
But we don't want it to go. We totally don't want it to go at all. We totally.
And since then, we've really been refining that shooter experience in VR. So
Yeah.
we really wanted to deliver a PlayStation VR experience that really, truly lived up to core gamers' expectations. So full movement through the world, natural aiming. So
Yeah.
we have a new peripheral that offers one-to-one tracking.
Yeah.
As you hold it in your hands, whatever you do with it, that's what you see.
Okay.
So as you go around the world and move through the world and aim around, it's all directly represented in the game. So it really feels like you're there.
Now let me ask you about movement, because that's one thing that I think a lot of developers are struggling with right now in VR.
Yes.
And I see some developers where it's like you're going to, sort of point where you want to go and you teleport there. Are you basically on the move? You're actually moving your character around in real time, or how does that work?
So we do a lot to sort of get around any of these sort of movement issues, but we do allow you to directly move through the environment using an analog stick. So there's lots of different ways that we handle the movement to sort of make that easy, comfortable, natural. So as you're holding the controller and moving through the environment, really just pushing whichever direction you want to move on the analog stick, you'll move in that direction. We've designed the whole sort of VR experience to be really comfortable and specifically for PSVR.
Interesting. All right, so we saw sort of, some space, we saw some environments. What can you, like Farpoint, what does Farpoint mean? It just means but distant far points in the galaxy?
Yeah, so the game is sort of an unnerving sci-fi adventure game. So you get stranded on this alien world, and you need to go through the world, you need to explore it, find your teammates, and sort of struggle and do what you can to survive on this hostile planet.
Wow.
So you're there, it feels like you're actually on that world, and as you're moving through it, you're finding clues as to what happened to your other teammates, and then picking up the weaponry and finding the things you need to survive.
Wow, well, it seems like a very ambitious project. Tell us a bit more about the team that's building it.
Sure, yeah, I'm with Impulse Gear. It's a company we founded a few years ago. So we're a really small developer, independent developer based in downtown San Francisco. So really we're a team of 14 that over the last year has created this title. And so it's really something, we're ambitious with our goals, but it's something that, we created this seasoned team of developers to really deliver on that. So we can really show off what can be done in VR.
Right, well, there is a peripheral that's going to be coming out. Are we going to see this later this year with PSVR?
We're still working out the announced timing and when it's actually going to be unveiled, and I'm sorry, not unveiled, but released.
Released, right.
So, we're still working on the timing for that.
Oh, well, it looks really cool. It was a great piece of content that you showed in the press conference. I can't wait to go heads and hands on with this and experience it. But you're a big believer, obviously, in what the VR experience is going to be able to give to gamers?
Yeah, so we're super excited to really show it off, and it's playable at the show floor, and so you can come down and check it and go straight into it and go hands-on.
Awesome. All right, well, Seth, thank you so much for some insights into Farpoint, which is coming to PSVR. And